Hello folks, hope you're having a good afternoon. Welcome to the Friday LEGO Let's Chat. I see Dan and Elkhorn are already hanging out in the chat. Good to see you. We are embarking on bags 3 and probably bag 4. There's a couple of those today. This is, of course, the Back to the Future set, the LEGO Time Machine from the movie. Started it last week. If you need to catch up, the VOD is available on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. That just went up today. I apologize for the late start. iTunes was not playing nice with Streamlabs desktop. I don't find iTunes plays nice most of the time anyway, but on PC, it specifically does not care. So, we had to make do. Let's pull some stuff down. So this is where we left off after 2 bags last time. It's mostly structural. We do have some exterior panels here. This is the outside of the car, just underneath the doors. I believe this is the front, but we'll have to see how this all pans out. We obviously have Marty and Doc. And stickers. Looks like another very technical step is ahead. Don't know what could be in here. Normally these are things like capes for minifigures, but I don't know what's in this one. A lot of the LEGO Star Wars stuff has got capes and cloth and things. Rubber bands. That's it. Okay. Well, noted. Lots of different colors. Oh, spoke too soon. They couldn't have put them all in one? 4 little rubber bands. I guess they come in packages of 2 most often. Does this build have a pullback spring forward element to it? I don't believe so. I think that could be for some components, like maybe the lightning arm from the first movie. There might be some other spring-loaded elements. It could be the doors. They might use the bands to keep the doors open. I'm really not sure. Really not sure. There does appear to be, there's also the function of the wheels. The wheels turn for the flight mode in Back to the Future 2, so the elastic bands could be for that. I'm going to try not to peek ahead at the instructions. I'm going to try and go into its blind so we can kind of figure it out as we go. The doors were not something you thought about, but yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine that. I don't know though, because Lego has some very sturdy like hinge connections that have like a ratcheting ability, so I'd imagine that would be enough to keep a Lego door open on a DeLorean. So we'll see. Trust the process. And I don't know what's going on with my shot, but it looks like yellow compared to last week. Is anybody seeing like more of a yellowy orange tinge to the video? I'm not sure whether I'm seeing things. Look to be all around the same. These are. Man, I had a quick pasta lunch before streaming, and I made the I can never remember or pronounce the name of it, but it's the Scarlet's pasta from the Chef movie. It's basically just lemon, parmesan, parsley, and garlic, in like a quick kind of like a butter garlic sauce, and it's really good. I overdid it on the pepper, so so all I can taste right now is like garlic and pepper. Seems alright at your end, comparing it to last week's VOD. I can't see any visual difference. Okay, cool. It might be that my my camera, my Sony A6100, has like a little LCD screen. It could be that the LCD screen is just showing it funny. It's also like it's the same time of day, but it's been very gray lately. And I think last week was sunny, so that could be it too. I have I call them filters. I've got homemade filters on my lamp lights so they're not quite as bright. I don't have like a proper LED studio light, so that's on the list. So I do find that there's a lot of like hot spots. Like there's a reflection here, and then I think there's a little bit of a reflection here. Was it yellow paper? No, it's wax paper. And that's not new. That's been up there since I started. That's been a constant. I've not changed anything about the setup. That's what I find a little bit odd. I'm noticing the camera feels like it's at a different angle too. I think my Elgato arm kind of slowly sinks over time, so I might have to readjust. I've got a bad habit of not really looking much at the setup in between streams. I tend to only look at it like when I'm setting up, and then I've only got about 20 minutes to like address any problems, and I need to like take a day. The problem I have with Twitch streams is in trying to test them is that like you can't go live. You know, like it's very difficult to test because the recording quality is different than the streaming quality. I need to make the switch to OBS Studio. It's been a long time coming. I do not find Streamlabs desktop to be very friendly. For some things, like simple stuff like Minecraft, it's just kind of a nice plug and play, but lately I've been noticing a lot of headaches as I try to do more and try to do different things. Those are kind of a blue-gray, aren't they? Baker's dozen, yeah, we got a fair bit done last week. It's going to be a while. I'm anticipating probably 6 weeks total. Put it all together. My guess. Some of these pieces, like these weird arc pieces, I've never seen these before in Lego. Let's do. Oh, maybe go down here. How are things going, Hunter? Worse things than stuck tasting garlic? Well, I don't know. It didn't come out quite as well as I wanted. I did something wrong. I think I might have didn't include enough pasta water. My my Parmesan sauce was kind of lumpy instead of creamy. So I think that whatever I did work over. I also didn't have a saucepan. I was using a cast iron pan, so the pan could have been too hot. Sort of cheating. Man, so many little bits. Some ball and socket joints, it looks like. I've got to do something about this mic. Oh, sorry. The shock mount probably takes care of some of that, but not all of it. Hunter, that's why I do it, because there are people out there that do find it relaxing. It's a little bit of a nice break for me too, just from streaming, and like with Minecraft you kind of feel like you have to talk almost constantly, and for whatever reason I don't feel like that expectation is set, because there's not really a lot to talk about. You know, like I guess with Lego, like there's people can kind of see what you're doing and there's instructions, so I'm not kind of like working through anything creatively. That makes sense. I still want to say, I still want to say, because knolling is half the battle. We should do it. That's hilarious. I've never. Have you made that comment before, Elkhorn? I've not seen that before. I wasn't a huge G.I. Joe fan as a kid, but I definitely watched it. So I think there's two commands. There's one that's like knolling, and then yeah, because we don't want to remove the one that actually explains what it is, right? I think that would, because there's enough people I think to come in with the questions. Helps if you spell commands correctly. Yep. I don't know about anybody else, but my iPhone updated to the latest OS, and every time it does that, it has the worst time with autocorrect, like the worst. And so I mistype stuff all the time, and I gotta be careful, because if I'm talking to somebody about like not sensitive stuff, but like if you're having a serious conversation and you use the wrong words, sometimes it can be really unfortunate, and you're scrambling to correct yourself, and I just drives me nuts. Oh, there's 6 of these. Between the autocorrect and voice recognition. Speaking of stuff like voice recognition, have people been paying attention to the chat GPT stuff that's been flying all over social media? Do we have any teachers in the audience right now? I've seen a lot of interesting comments from university professors and high school teachers. Alistair made it write a story about a Dalek and a Cyberman. It was pretty cool. The only thing I tried to do with it was find the most popular chocolate chip cookie recipe in Canada. I mean, of course I used it for food, come on. People would be worried if I didn't. One black piece missing, that's frustrating. I thought it was weird that there was only 3. A little crowded, but whatever. I think some of these are just going to have to be in piles because they are just far too small, I'm going to say far too rolly. See what I mean? So these look like what they're using for the headlights. Oh, there's 4 of these. I wonder where these are all going to hide, like maybe under the hood? I mean, the car really doesn't even have more than just like the middle. There's still like quite a lot to add to it. These are like two different kinds of pieces. Yep, we're going with clumps. All right, let's see what's up. Okan Raza, hello. And donated your last 2 brain cells. Well, you don't need a whole lot. There's lots of instructions. I need to refill on the coffee. Thankfully, it's right here. I went to brew a large French press before the stream, and it turns out I only had enough coffee for 1 small one. Okan Raza, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I still get very confused. I'm surprised that the cover of the book... The cover of the book looks like a back of a book. That's my biggest problem. I think that they should have had a better graphic on the front. Never thought to look ahead to see what place we're at. Oh, here we go. Bag 3. No little things. So I move this over here. Unfortunately, the whole set of instructions can't reach. Yeah, the back makes sense. I agree. I agree, Hunter. The back of the makes sense. All right, starting with the bright yellow pieces this time around. And need one of these guys. And I guess they look kind of yellow in the instructions, but they're the beige ones. This goes right in the middle. Tiny pieces. And we need another one like this. And this goes backwards. And this attaches here. Whoops. Famous last words. Destroying everything. People come in after I've already laid everything out and I've started knocking things everywhere, and it's like, did you even try? Thanks for coming out. Two of these. Sometimes you almost need tweezers to get them. And 2. Goes out like that. Goes through this. And then into the end of this thing. And then reverse. Go in here. There's lots of Technic bits, yeah. I'd imagine that is probably because of the way that it's shaped. They probably have to construct all the different shapes and then assemble them, and the Technic pieces are going to be the most stable. Because if you look at the box, which I have here, the outside is so smooth. Like there's no overlapping pieces on the outside, so all the connections must happen on the inside. With maybe a couple of stability pieces on the outside, but I would imagine a lot of the structure is inside. It's cool because I don't usually build with Technic Lego. Star Wars ships were my introduction into Technic Lego. I think one of the first ones I did was like one of the droid ships. Oh, this is going to get rotated a bit. Like that, and then this connects onto the back here. They can be kind of wobbly until you get them all in place. Almost like a car. Might want to have some interior structure, right? I've seen some builds where, I'm not sure whether it's been Lego or whether it's in Lego Ideas, but like under the hood of a car, they'll actually have like an engine that looks like it has like working turbines and what's the, not a crankshaft, what's the part of the engine? Is it the piston that goes up and like that creates the friction? So this goes on here like this. Goes on like that. It's funny, like this would feel very technical and mechanical if it was all gray pieces, but because there's so many bright colors, it still feels very much like a toy. So then these go here. It's so funny. This end piece is like a plus sign. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's like a cross. But the center part of the cross is just big enough to grip the round part in the middle there. And two of these. I fasten everything in spots. Yeah, this is probably the most technical thing I've ever done with Lego. Optimus Prime had some very technical pieces too, for like his mechanical arms and transformations and stuff. These. I wonder if some of this just ends up being like extra build stuff to prolong the build experience, maybe. I'm not sure if all of it's needed, but it's probably a game of millimeters when you get inside the car, and so each Technic piece is going to have its own place. All right, so it looks like we need that one. This goes through. I can tell when things get really technical because I start to get really quiet. And then goes here. And then where does that go? Huh? Okay, so it goes through the middle of the blue piece there. Wow. Why doesn't that sit right? Oh, did I put that on the wrong one? Maybe I put that on the wrong one. No, that's right. Correct. Okay, that's fine. I guess there's no gravity in the instruction manual. We have to do another one. This could also be the hood opening up. Could be another mechanical thing. I didn't like look at the box to see all the different functions. I find that it's more fun to have the surprise. I used the wrong. Oh, I see. Did that incorrectly. All right, so that's assembled. Now we're on to 2 more of these. It's weird how like having it so flimsy doesn't make me uneasy, but it's not satisfying. I want it to be sturdy. Two of those, and 2. These are these little ball socket joints, sort of. And make 2 of them. That. And then attaches over this piece. Oh, hold on. Could be in a very specific position here. Wow. That is, that's tricky. I'm not sure if you guys can see what's going on. So this, no, that goes through here. And then so this piece here gets threaded on to the rod, but then it connects specifically. Oh no, I got that backwards. There we go. So there's a hole there that connects to the beige piece. Now it has definitely more structure to it. Now I'm looking at these guys. Yep. Two of these. And these go on first. I'm getting excited to get back into Satisfactory. There might be a bit in the next week where we have to update the Citadel, and I might take that opportunity to play Satisfactory while we're waiting for some mods to catch up. These go through cross part. Nope, I did that wrong. Two of those, and they go inside these. But they don't stay in very well. Now we're on to these little guys. All four of them. Okay, so it goes through the back piece. So I don't need all four, I only need two. Goes through this part. Through this part, and through that part. Wow. Oh, I lost a bit. So this will lock them at the right angle, I guess. See this function here, right? That's what has me thinking that there's something to this. And then we're going to go with 2 of these little guys. And 2 of the yellow ones. Oh, I wonder... This could be the wheel mechanism for raising and lowering the wheels, or it could be even steering. Could be steering. The wheels don't look like they turn though. I don't imagine the wheels turn and go into flying mode, so like there has to be something. And there's the elastics too. Okay, so put these on. They go on one at a time. And then we have the elastics, and oh, I see. So they go around this ball part and around the yellow part. Neat. I didn't realize that Lego had elastics in it. Very cool. And now we attach it. I have to do 2 of these? Wow. Times 2. Hey, Flying Sheep, how's it going? Well, it looks like we start that process over again. So yeah, it has to be something to do with the wheels because there's 2 of them, one on either side. And I already know that this is the beginning of the wheel well here. So, okay. Mystery sort of solved. And we go back. We do this all again. Oh, the joy of symmetrical building. I'm not complaining. It's fine. The trick is not to get cocky and end up missing a step because you've done it once already. These always have a very satisfying little click. Such a complicated series of steps, though. Like, I completely forgot about the blue and the orange pieces here from early on. By the way, just for feedback's sake, when people are watching these, can you see what I'm doing okay? Is the camera close enough to the table? Because the problem, of course, with bringing the camera closer is that we'd lose less, like we'd have less space from like left to right and front to back. All good? Cool. Thank you. I try to turn the pieces like flat so you all can see them. Are these the right ones? Yes. Morgantic, hello. Having a good day. That's that. That's that. And then this connects to. I tricked you out of your lurk. Well, I appreciate the lurk. I wonder if this is just suspension. It could be just suspension on the tires. Dan Grace, thanks. Yes. What I'll probably do is I'll probably take a break as soon as I finish like this step of finishing. I'll finish the other one of these pieces, and before we attach it to the main build, I'll take a break. Thanks though. And yes, like I try to stick to the hour breaks on Lego days as well. I'm tempted to do a double stream today. I'm tempted to do some Minecraft after this, but depends on how I feel. I had a monster workout this morning. It was great. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. But I find that on days like that, I will hit a wall at like 3:30 sometimes. Alright, so now we're onto these little pieces again. 2 of those, 2 of these, little red bits, and these 2 pieces here. I didn't see any little inserts to read, so I think we're good. Cliffhanger. Gotta keep the audience wanting more, right? Darn it. They're so precise. I mean, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. Okay. And the gears. And then we have 2 of these. And 2 of these. Missed a step. Yeah, pages must have stuck together. Whoops. I think I could still do it. Missed this piece. Man, when you when the pages stick together, you really get out of sorts quickly. Okay, now I think we're solid. This is why I didn't want to break in the middle of this, because I would have been completely lost. That's done. This goes in here. That and that's actually, it's more forgiving than you think to try and put that together. It's not that bad. And then we just have these, I think. Whoops. Yeah, very precise. Like there is no part of this shaft, I guess, at all left uncovered. Completely flush on both ends. Alright, and then we attach the elastic bands, the fun part. Anytime they add motion and tension to Lego, it's always very cool. Now, why is that sticking out? I made a mistake on this, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that off. Tricky. There we go. I imagine things like the space shuttle build and some of the other stuff must be really complicated too. I've got a friend that's an engineer, and he really likes the space stuff that Lego puts out, like the NASA stuff. I think it was the Apollo 11 rocket that he built. Okay. Mistakes corrected. Famous last words. Don't get cocky, Joel, and make a mistake the second time around. Well, I guess in my defense, the pages stuck together in the manual. I wasn't rushing. Cool. So that was those two things. So this is where I'm going to step away for that break that Dan and I were talking about. If you're new to the channel, I do take a break once an hour. It gives me a chance to zap my coffee, keep it hot, grab a snack, grab a drink for yourself, and we'll be back with more of the third bag of the DeLorean, the Back to the Future time machine from Lego. Be right back. All right, let's get these on the car, or on the main part. So they're identical. They go that way and that way. And what do they attach to? Oh, I see. The gears connect. So they go in here. So we just have to rotate the gears to... No, the gears don't rotate at all. So we have to... These gears have to rotate specifically. There we go. All right, just a little bit of a... See, this is what I'm thinking. I think this is meant to control something. Oh, crap. Did I do that right? Oh yeah, they're identical, so it doesn't matter. Alright, that one was a little bit easier. Or a lot easier. So the only thing connecting those and holding that in there is just the tension on the gears. Thanks, 100. Thanks, Baker's Dozen. Next, I'm going to flip her over. And there's a white piece. Oh, I see. This will keep it in place as well. So keeping with the red and the white for, I think, an easy way to spot the front and rear of the car. These go there. That. And then I need 4 of these guys. These 2. These 2. And these guys go on the white end. And these guys go on the red end. That. Where'd you get the chicken emote, Elkhorn? It's fun. Is it one of yours? So we're on to something new. Flip that over. I think I know what this is. That, and then these pieces go in here. always like these really precise layers of different plates. And these two grippy pieces go here. It's a hypertrain amount. Oh, okay, cool. Tiny pieces. Stupid. Okay. We have these clear pieces. And they go here. I was not expecting them to be upside down. And then this goes on the blue end, like this. Oh, I see. Those are not what I thought they were. Ah, now we remove the yellow pieces. Interesting that they use them to lock something in place while you build it, and then they remove them and get you to lock and like put them somewhere else. That's very cool. Remove the pieces. Break the dam. Release the river. Flip her over. And then add this in between. And then these go here and there. So now, I was right. Now when we move this. Ah, so it is, that's probably the wheels going into flight mode. That is slick. That's really cool. So one of these is going to be straight and the other one's going to be not. I wonder if this is probably, that's probably flat? I don't know. But that's the control for changing the wheels. Very cool. All right, we'll leave it that way. Now we're on to something else entirely. Two of these little dudes in the corners. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Yep. We got this guy. It's always fun when things get chunky. Two of these go in the end. Flip her over, and then both of these connect there. Yeah, these were not at all what I thought they were. I thought they were headlights. And then we flip this back over. This connects. This is where I wish they would have turned this around so I could see what's going on. I think I got it. Very clicky, very good. Oh, and that's the end of... Really? Did I miss? I feel like I missed some grippy pieces somewhere. Having 4 of those left over seems strange. Ah, yes. It took me a while when I first got back into Lego to realize that they give you spare pieces. But they never give you this many, so you're like, okay. You'll have like 3, maybe 4 little bits left over, but if you've got anything more than that, you've got to double check to see if you missed something. For the sequels, the stock 6-cylinder engines were replaced with more powerful 8-cylinder engines. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Alright, that I think is the end of bag 3. Yeah. $64. On to bag 4. Dang, what time is it? Oh yeah. Wow, long piece. Hey, there's Cosmic. Thanks for the lurk. Hope everybody in the Cosmic household is doing better. At least marginally. These look like Ninjago pieces or some sort of action figure bits. They look like claws. So many little pieces. Let's round. I think that will eventually make our life easier. Nope, not at all. But this Lego stream and full of joy and nerdiness, so we'll leave it there. Okay, well, hey, happy to at least raise spirits, if nothing else is improving. Just need to get rid of some of these bright colors that only have a huge few pieces, just to kind of move them out of the way here. These usually fit in easiest at the end. Can you imagine the sheer number of gray pieces in something like the AT-AT or like a Lego castle? You'd be staring at gray all day long. Be like doing a really challenging puzzle, you know, when there's a lot of the same color pieces. Rest, Cosmic, rest. Exactly, right? Listen to the Dan. Listen to Dan the Man. That was the name of a disc jockey here in the 70s, was Dan the Man. Or Stan the Man? Might have been Stan the Man. Man, it's taken long enough just to separate these out. Forget laying them out in any kind of specific order. These are all 3 high. Just jump in there with a bunch of these ones. How's the build going so far? Yeah, very cool. There's here, you missed this part. So each of these move, and we're pretty sure that's how the wheels are retracted into flight mode. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, it was really fun to put together. Really fun to put together. Nice, sneak in a bunch of these guys up there. Here's hoping. I got a funny feeling it's going to be handy to have this organized later on. It's starting to get pretty complicated pretty quickly. Whenever I only find one of a specific piece, unless it's like a big piece, I always have this little pang of like, uh-oh, are we missing something? Is anybody here playing Satisfactory Update 7? Out of curiosity. We sort of touched on it earlier, but I didn't really get into it to see if anybody... Well, it was also early on. I'm not sure who would have been here, but... just to see if anybody's playing it. actually. Doing what you normally do with satisfactory updates, wait for you to play first and see what I think and then play it. Well, that's fair. I've tried to watch a couple of my normal satisfactory content creators, but they all seem to be playing other games, and they all seem to be playing the same other games, which makes me think that some company has kind of reached out and supported a couple of content creators and said like, hey, you try this new, very similar to games that you play game. And I know that it's paid content and it's good for their good for their careers, but I always find it like it doesn't have the same sort of entertainment value as it does when they're playing a game because they just like it. I did exactly what I did not want to do. This is probably one of the cheesiest tracks on this playlist. Do you agree with what, Dan? The cheesy track or the satisfactory playthrough? I will get back to it. I think my biggest hang up right now is that I'm really stuck on what to do with the train in my build. Well, that feels strange, doesn't it? This kind of stuff, it's all part of the process, but there are definitely times when I can feel the tedium. Because you get excited to start building. And you're like, no, not yet. Go this way. Probably going to be easier to do this either way. Does everybody in the chat have their Christmas trees up? That's my job tonight. I've not really been in much of the Christmas spirit, so I figured we'll force it. Oh, it's almost right. There's a lot of pieces in this bag. Take a break before I start? Yes. Yeah, I'll be taking a short break before I start assembling everything. That's what I mean. That's how I know that it's a big bag of pieces, because if I don't start assembling things but like before my next break, you're like, man, I've been doling this out for probably 45 minutes. I don't notice it. Like, it doesn't feel like a long time. Not until I get like a break notification from someone in chat. I think we're going to move this. You know, it's time for a break when your butt starts to fall asleep, Obu. I try to do it. I try to take a break before that. I try to break out before that. Try not to sit so long that things fall asleep. And the little weird ones are left. Not bad. Cool. As per usual, I'll take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we will assemble bag 4. See you in just a bit. All right, we can move this off to the side. What did I pay? Say 64? I think it was page 64. Yep. I'll need 2 of these guys. All 3 of these. And 2 little claw pieces. Thanks, Baker's Dozen. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do much. I'm starting to think about what I want to do for dinner. I'm gonna make like a board. Oh, that's interesting. So these claw pieces connect these little bits here, like this. Huh. So it's meant to hide the gears, I guess. Cool. It was tricky to pick up the little ones. Yeah, I've got, what did I buy at the grocery store today? I bought a baguette and some cranberry encrusted goat cheese and crackers, or like a cracker spread, and I feel like there was something else. Oh, I bought bananas, but that's not for tonight. Oh, an eggnog. Right. The essentials. And this goes in. The white dot lines up with the white piece. Covering all that stuff up. And then we build it again. I don't mind this track. And then this goes on this side. Guess I might as well leave this down here. One of these, one of those, and one of these. Seems strange. So you go here, and then this goes here. Sure. Trust the process. Dan, you've never had eggnog, really? It's okay on its own. It's a lot better with something like rum. I don't have any rum in the house. I have brandy for my Christmas pudding, and I've got more than enough, so I'm probably gonna have brandy with my eggnog tonight because it is raining and cold and gross, and I really don't feel like going out to get rum specifically just for me. If there was people coming over, then sure. Two of the old track guys, big guys. How's the audio been today? The mic is in a slightly different position. I quite like eggnog. It's probably my favorite holiday drink. My sister and her husband like it with candy cane vodka. And I do like it. It's not bad. The candy cane vodka is pretty good. I think I prefer, my favorite is with like a plantation Barbados rum. That's usually, I think that's probably the best combo. Although dark rum, a real dark rum, not a fake like sugary syrupy dark rum, but like a real sugarcane molasses extract dark rum. Like I think it's pronounced Cruzan, is really good. It's actually surprisingly good rum just on its own, considering it's like what we would call bottom shelf. Just something I've never had, but if I find some in store, I will. That's the one thing I don't know how to mix with other things. I can give you a hint. First thing, especially if you're going to be mixing it, you want to buy the eggnog in your region that has the least amount of sugar in it. In 2011, the car, having suffered years of neglect, was lovingly restored and is now on display at the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles. That's really cool. Be something to go see if you're ever in LA. So yes, if you're looking for eggnog, I find the best experience for, especially for people that are new to eggnog, is to just look at the back. And if you're, if you've got the the what's it called, the nutritional information, and get the brand that has the least amount of sugar in it per serving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is too long. Oh, that's a gray piece. That's what I'm doing wrong. This one. And then if you're mixing, I normally do a shot of whatever you're mixing. I mean, on Christmas Day, we don't measure, but for myself mixing a drink, I usually do a shot of whatever your alcohol is, and then another, I think it would be like 1 shot of alcohol to 3 shots of eggnog. But you eyeball it. Like you look at the shot of rum in your glass, and then you just fill up eggnog so that, you know, it's 4 times higher than it was before. In a normal straight whiskey glass, it ends up being about a half a glass altogether. You can look it up online easy enough, I'm sure. The problem is that a lot of times, especially in like a home kitchen party, then people are just like mixing to their tastes. And around here in the Maritimes, that is heavily influenced by Irish and Scottish heritage. It's usually pretty stiff drinks, which is fine. Oh, some fancy colors. These are really interesting colors. They almost look like the roof tiles from like one of the Parisian builds from the modular city stuff. Okay, I guess we're on to something else. That looks very bright and colorful and complicated. Probably just finding the eggnog would be the hard part, I guess. Yeah. I don't know if it's as big overseas as it is here. I know it's in North America and in like Canada and in the US, it's a big thing. These are just bizarre. I was not expecting to see this color in this build. But it's the kind of thing where, like, if you can't see it at the end, it doesn't matter. So why recolor it? It's extra costs to Lego. But this, like, this is right up your alley, Cosmic. Looks like something you would build. Yeah, I don't imagine... I've never talked to Johnny or anybody that I know from the UK about how easy it is to find eggnog. Cosmic, is eggnog something in your region? Does it differ depending on where you are in the UK? Because you're a little bit farther north, I think, than some people. Oh, this goes on here. Yeah, that's a lot of bright hidden colors. Interesting. I wonder if they're meant to be like the taillights, maybe? Once you put like reflective stuff underneath them. And this goes all the way back here. This is going to be a huge model. Like, it's my hand for scale. Oh, we're covering her up. It seems like it sticks up a little bit funny. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Something fell off. There, that's flat. It goes there. I do find it tricky with these really complicated models to get sometimes enough pressure to feel like the pieces are sticking. Hopefully I'm not shaking the camera. And then these are two of these. And they hide those. I think that's the right size. Oh yeah, okay. I see what's going on there. Seen it once or twice in a few shops, but it's not overly popular or easy to get a hold of. Ah, interesting. Maybe you have to go to like a specialty grocer or find the local place that caters to all the Canadian or American expats. We've got one here called Pete's, and he's from the UK, so there's a lot of stuff from the UK that folks would be used to that you can get here. A little expensive, but it's an interesting way to use this piece. This goes up here. I don't remember. Is the DeLorean engine in the trunk or is it under the hood? I feel like it's in the back, right? It is in the back. That's what I thought. Oh, we're starting to get to the outside. I think this is the front. This is like the grill or something, I guess you'd call it. And it's not the fender, something lower than the fender. This is really cool having these two like half circle pieces. There's a 2x2 half circle, but then there's a 1x1 half circle, and they kind of go inside of each other like a target sort of deal. For ripples in water, I guess. And then these attach here. So I'm pretty sure this is like the lowest part right underneath the front bumper. I think the bumper's gonna go there. Carbon dioxide extinguishers were hidden inside the car to simulate the exhaust system output. Huh. That's cool. Right. These guys. A weird little piece. And then they go on here. It is starting to take shape, Danny. Yep, it's starting to get there. You can sort of feel the, I mean, you probably can't see it very well from the top, but you can sort of see the back sloping down to the front a little bit. It's huge, like, because this isn't the back bumper, I don't think. It might be the back taillights through here, but this is the underneath the front bumper. So like it's, like I said, it's pretty long. This might even be the front bumper. Or maybe a side panel. Oh, it's the, I think it's the runner. Maybe. I don't know. Oh no, it is the front. Okay. Still working on the front. It's kind of fun to guess, you know. And then that goes on. There's these forward-facing connections there. This connects here. So you can see that there's like a, it's kind of like a double row. A little bit of a ridge in there too. Lots of pieces. Holy smoke. Anybody got money that we're going to build 2 of these? Those. That. An interesting little connection there. Putting the 1x1 horizontal connector sideways. That goes here. Whoops. Or it just completely ruins everything. Again, it's hard when you can't put any pressure on it to connect it. So this is the other side of the wheel well. You can see that section there. That is not only held on by one piece right now. You can sort of see the beginning of the wheel well. And of course, that's where the wheel will attach. I wonder what mode they're going to we have to do 2 of these. Yes. Wonder what mode the default is going to be. Like, I wonder if we're building Back to the Future 2, or if we do like all 3 at once and then it shows you. I imagine they're going to do Back to the Future first, would be my guess. Scorpio, welcome in. A grocery store here had a promotion at one point where if you spend X amount, you got Lego-like pieces to build the interior of your own grocery store. That's interesting. If you had a Lego City, that would be right up your alley, right? I guess it's really hard to kind of sell like a Lego supermarket as kind of a... They do more quaint things like fruit stands and like sidewalk markets. They don't do like big box stores and stuff. They always do like little shops. I'm not sure what the... You know how like in Minecraft you'll have like cottagecore or medieval. I feel like Lego, even Lego cities, they're not often modern. They've got like a faux modern sort of vibe to them. Or retro modern? Maybe retro modern is the way to say it. That's hard to say. Retro modern. Retro modern. Wow. Good thing I don't talk for a living. That's the kind of thing that I would have cut out of the podcast. But you get the authentic experience. It had little Lego style like bread loaves and stuff. Wow. We can't all be perfect speakers. I am far from a perfect speaker. Although I have to say, I've been trying to branch out and listening to some new podcasts, and it is amazing the podcasts that people will edit and finish and put out into the world. And I have found some that have been difficult to listen to. All right, so then these, where do these go? Corners here. These attach. How do those? Oh, okay. Wow. I need smaller hands. I'm not even sure I can show that on camera how tricky that is. But it's just a nice smooth groove all the way through there now. Oh, has this returned it back to normal? Looks like it has turned it back to normal. We'll turn it back. Flip her back over. I need 4 of these. And so these just cover up these colored pieces. They have a neat, nice, easy way to see what's going where. There, and now these other pieces are a little bit more secure. All 4 of those, 2 more of these, and these guys. Hey, what are our thoughts on changing the small Lego command to tiny? Is the spawn chunks for this week coming to YouTube? Oh, I might have forgotten to send Pixel Riffs the title card art. I'll have to double check that. But chances are he's just been too busy. But there's also a good chance that I completely forgot to send him the title card art. That is a distinct possibility. These come in here. I still don't feel like this is connected all that well. No, it's straight. This another funky connection, like in a very cool way. Okay. Thanks for being awesome, moderators. That guy came around the corner and didn't know what hit him. Like walking into a dark alley. You can imagine the cartoon sound effects, right? Like some guy comes into the chat and goes, aha! And then a bunch of moderators just kind of like all the cartoon, like, bap, pow, smack, crunch, kapoof. No more person. Delete. Reminds me of like a street fight from that movie that Ryan Reynolds did, Free Guy. Just like a bunch of like little digital things jumping above somebody's head as they get punched. Ding, ding, ding. This is a really interesting piece. No idea what it is. Well, maybe it's the start of the back, maybe? That goes to there, and then this goes across the top. Smooth on almost all the sides. Then we're going to make some attachments. Square peg, round hole. And make one like this. Cosmic Dancer. Holy smokes. Gifted 6 months of tier 1 to Stephen ESC, who is most likely lurking. Oh no, there's Stephen. Hope you're having a good rainy day, Steven. Thanks so much, Cosmic. That's amazing. And Void Presence. Hello. Welcome in. Cool. If you don't mind, thanks for sharing, but we're definitely kind of exploring it as we go, so I'll ask for no spoilers about the set. But that's cool that you have it already. This was a gift from Cosmic Dancer, which I mentioned last time, but did not mention this stream. This is a very peculiar looking piece. Okay. That's all good. And this goes on front again. So this is, oh, it's the first part of the hood. I see. I wonder what the orange pieces are for. Rhetorical. Don't answer that. Did I put that on right, or did I put it on backwards? I put it on backwards. Crap. Well, maybe the orange things dictate the angle, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might have to take those off and put them on a different way. Let's just double check this to make sure I got this right. Yeah, okay, I did it right. Wanted to double check. No, why are these? They should be the same. The struggle is real. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think we got it. The DeLorean has no spoiler. Wow. Well played. Well played. 100 imaginary points for Dan. Or for Void Presence, excuse me. That's a way to make friends in this community. Two of those, two of those. So we've got this piece there. Like so. Then a bunch of plates. Flatten her out. I'm guessing that that's probably the end of bag 4. Yep. Page 100 is next. That will be next week, next Friday. There is a good chance that there may be some rescheduling of the Lego Let's Chat, just because the next Friday is fine, but I think the following Friday is very close to Christmas. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But this is looking very cool. Looking very cool. We've got the start of the hood now. We now know which way is the front, which way is the back. I think the coolest thing we did today is this mechanism that changes the wheels from flight mode Back to the Future 2 to regular drive mode, which is very, very cool. And also knocks things off when you're not paying attention. Anyway, that's going to be it for me, folks. We are going to try to pass you on to somebody playing Minecraft or Lego. Suggestions in chat if you feel like it. Please try to keep them family friendly. And I will be back tomorrow. That's Saturday at 1 o'clock. That's at 1 o'clock Atlantic, UTC minus 4 hours. We will be back on the Citadel doing some Minecraft, working on the West River builds. There's a number of VODs that have been going up on the YouTube channel, including the start of the West River builds, as well as last week's progress on bag 1 and 2. This is bag 3 and 4 on the Back to the Future time machine. So you can follow me on social media, check out the latest podcasts wherever you listen to podcasts, the Citadel Cafe and the Spun Chunks. I will double check with Johnny after I finish the stream here to make sure that I did send him the show art. I think I did. I might not have. We published pretty quickly on Monday last, so Steven, thanks very much. Dan, thanks for modding. Cosmic, thanks for coming in and helping at the end there. Appreciate it. And Baker's Dozen, great to see you. Same with you, Alcorn. We'll be passing you on, maybe Bruno and maybe a couple of other people. I'll see who's live, but I'll pass you on to a creator that I know is a good spot to land. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.